and do so much for someone. And if you have the heart to be compassionate, to feel for someone else, then God will open more doors to make us more family, because that's what we're supposed to be, right? Amen. Family. Now, we know when there's a disconnect. We know that you don't feel that way towards us. And if we see that, meaning those of us who are considered black, we are tempted to really start saying things from the perspective of a famous villain from a Marvel Cinematic Universe. I am now talking to the black people in the room. Who's seen Black Panther? Raise your hand. Great, great. So I went to see Black Panther with my white woke friend, Mark Thompson. And after the film, I told him, bro, you know, I know it's a comic book, but I just want you to know that you've been privy to a very in-house discussion. And he's like, what do you mean? It's like, when you're not in the room, we talk about what should be done to you. And it's funny because there's people in the lobby around me and they're nodding like, yep. For us as black people, what is the appropriate response to the slave trade, to slave cropping, to Jim Crow, to apartheid? What should we do to you? This is a real conversation. This happens a lot. And many of us agree with this man. Because his rhetoric sounds like he wants justice. But in his actions, he wants revenge. And hatred can't be focused. Once hatred is allowed to roam, it goes wherever it pleases. You cannot weaponize your bitterness for the greater good. That's not how bitterness works. And we see that in the film, right? I hope I'm not giving any spoilers, but there's the scene where he burns, right, the bitter herb that's used to empower the king. So he's literally burning away the power of future leadership of his nation. Okay? And we see that when he does become king, right, how he treats his kingdom, his subjects. But I want justice. Do you? Do you want justice? Or are you just hurt and you're bitter and you want revenge? I have a feeling that Mr. Killmonger would not appreciate the teachings of Jesus. He just would not, because his hatred would block him from understanding what it means to truly be a child of God.